heard we're 4 months away from Kep1er's disbandment. That fills me with a lot of emotions, confusion, how we got this far already. That sounds so bad, how we got this far. I'm confused how we're already nearing disbandment, because it feels like Kep1er just debuted, even though it also doesn't feel like they just debuted. I'm sad, because even though I don't think Kep1er has the greatest music, I think they have pretty good B-sides. I think their title tracks can be kind of, if I'm in the mood to listen to Kep1er, their title tracks are amazing. If I'm not, their title tracks are kind of hit or miss. I'm not like the biggest Keplian. I don't, I'm not, I don't follow all of their promotional content. I'm not as familiar with the members' relationships with each other. So even though I am sad that they won't be 9 again, I do know that there are definitely other people who are, reasonably more upset than I am. There's just something about seeing a whole group together, and I recently started listening to IZ*ONE. I was like, I'm not gonna listen to IZ*ONE because I'm gonna be sad when they disband. And then Kep1er came around and I was like, I'll listen to them. And then I didn't realize I would like them as much as I like them. So all of this is to say, lots of emotions over Kep1er. And at this point, I've been putting off a video for a little while now. And I think I kind of have to get to it, or else we're never gonna get to it. So one of my favorite commenters, I assume you say your name New Block 5000. However, I am not sure, and if I said that wrong, please let me know. I would love to know how to say it. For future reference, but also just, you're one of my favorite commenters. I want to know how to say your username. But they left a comment on my Kep1er versus IZ*ONE video, and they said, here's a fun hypothetical. Let's say that post-disbandment, 3 members of Kep1er are able to re-debut with other groups that go on to be highly successful. Which 3 do you think it would be? I know my answers, but I'll let you drop yours first. So I asked if I could make a video about this, and I've been putting it off because I don't want to think about disbandment. But a long time ago, I jotted down all of my notes on all of the members and why I think, X, Y, or Z. And at this point, I just kind of have to do it. But I also want to do it because I'm very curious what their members are, what their choices would be. For me, it was actually surprisingly easy to come up with my 3, but like I said, I have a lot of notes on each of the members, so we're just going to go through them in order of ranking, starting from the bottom, which, how the fuck was Xiaoting at the bottom? That's a question for another time. It's interesting. But yeah, let's just start with Xiaoting. I have to note, she's foreign. There's going to be discrimination and other barriers like language. I'm pretty sure she's not fluent in Korean, right? Because I've seen videos of like Bahiyyih translating for her, so I assume she's not. Although she might be now. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not the most familiar with Kep1er. I just have a lot of feelings about their music because some of it is so good and the members are really likable. I think that Xiaoting might return to China, which would be sad, but it would probably make sense because of discrimination. However, I think that she has what I call relative likability. As a member of the group, I think that people appreciate her, whether they bias her or not. They're just like, yeah, Xiaoting's really cool. I do think her being in a group could shift attention to or away from her. However, I think that she lacks the strength in any one area to go solo. I don't think she's strong enough in like one specific area that I could see her really navigating a solo career. Then moving on to Mashiro. Again, she's foreign, there are barriers. It's possible that she would return to Korea, though I don't know how likely it is. I've heard rumors about her joining, is it Limelight? So that is actually, when I took these notes, I was like, it's unlikely she'd return. But I think that it actually is somewhat likely. I think she has a lot of group potential. I think that she functions well in a group. I think she's an all-rounder. She has, strength in every area, I think, of being a performer, an idol. And, she was a former JYP trainee. She was almost in ITZY. I think that she is a very strong candidate, I should say. Hikaru is next. Again, foreign barriers. I think it's possible that she will return, but I think that, she is uniquely recognizable. When Girls Planet 999 was going on, I saw Hikaru's face everywhere. I was like, I don't know this show, but I know that girl's face. And so I think that puts her in a unique position. She has a lot of group potential, and I think she's multi-talented. She has extreme skill in multiple areas. So there's a lot that could go on with Hikaru. I really do believe that. And then Yeseo, she has a lot of experience. She's very professional. She's good center material. And she's the maknae, so she's a likely pick for a contemporary group because she's young. But I also think she's a less likely pick for a soloist, just because soloists tend to have a more mature image. I think she's a little young to become a soloist right at the gate, but I don't know. And then Youngeun, she's very multi-talented, extreme skill in multiple areas. She's somewhat less recognizable. I think she's underrated and sometimes flies under the radar. I don't know why, but she just does. I think she has relative charisma. She's also popular with NCTzens because she's a big NCT fan. And she has solo potential, but again, she's very young, so I don't know if that's extremely likely. And then Dayeon. Oh my god, she's been wrecking me lately. She's multi-talented, extreme skill in more than one area. She's widely liked, she's widely disliked. She's a benefiter of obvious favoritism. I don't think that's a reason to hate her, but a lot of people do. She's a potential center. I think she has a lot of potential as a center, yeah. But she's also in Jellyfish. They have bad promotion. There could be the Gugudan Sejong effect, where it's like, maybe she should have gone solo because maybe she should have gone solo, and they can't really promote. They did not. Gugudan was a failure, but Gugudan was a failure because of Jellyfish. I will say that until the day I die. So I don't know exactly what Dayeon's gonna do, but she has a lot of potential. Then we have Yujin, who, again, experience, professionalism. I think she might lack strength in any one area to go solo. She's kind of on the borderline. I do think she's very skilled. It's just like a question of how she would go about creating solo music, I guess. Like, what would be her main focus? I think she's very likable. She has good leadership. But then there's the cube factor, there's the CLC factor, there's the age factor. Would they put her in a third group? I don't know. I really don't know. I think she might become an actress. I don't want it because I want her as an idol. And not that I wouldn't want her as an actress. I think she'd probably do a good job. I just want her, in music, but I don't know what they're gonna do. Not because I think she isn't. Not because I don't think she is. It's not because I think she doesn't have potential. It's more like reputation. How would they promote her? How would they brand her? I think branding is the problem with Yujin. Yeah. Moving on. Bahiyyih. She's widely liked. She's widely disliked. You know, people have their feelings about nepotism, which I'm not gonna get into. I listen. I like all of the members of Kep1er. I really do. There's not a member I dislike. I don't want to have this conversation. I'm not gonna say how I feel because I don't want to engage in the conversation at all. I know there is contention about her being in the group, and I think, at this point we should just get over it. She lacks strength in any one area to go solo, in my opinion. I don't think she's strong enough as like a singer, as a rapper, as a dancer. I don't think she's strong enough to necessarily go solo. I think that she would function well in a group, and people think she might join Hybe. I don't know how likely that is. And, like, would they form a group around her? I think that's a little questionable. Fans think she might be the next Wonyoung. I'm kind of doubtful that she has the same, to quote Chaewon, "It girl energy." It girl energy. I'm sorry, I love it when she says that. I don't think she's gonna be people also think Natty's gonna be the next Wonyoung, which I think is more likely. But, yeah, I don't think she's gonna go. I don't know what they're gonna do with Bahiyyih, but I'm looking forward to whatever they do with her, because even though a lot of people dislike her, I do genuinely like her, and I hope that she flourishes. I hope all of them do. I like all of them. Genuinely, please know I love all of them, and this is not me trying to come after any of them. I love them all. Just need to make that very clear. And then we have Chaehyun. I don't think she has it girl energy. She's widely disliked for winning, which is weird. You win and people are like, what the fuck? It almost overshadows the win. I love her. She also has the body shamers. She's extremely talented, but she's not multi-talented. Like, I don't think she's very, rap-oriented at all, or dance, I don't know. She's a former SM trainee. She was almost an aespa. I think she's old enough that she could probably go solo, and she's young enough that she could be in a group. Solo, I think she might get relegated to just releasing ballads, which is what I really do not want. I'm not the biggest ballad person, just in general, but also I think that limiting her to that would be so disappointing. I think she has so much more potential. All of that being said, is she one of my picks? No. Who are my picks? When this was first proposed, I thought I knew my answer. Now I'm starting to question it, but I don't think I have a better answer. I think Hikaru. I don't see Hikaru not making it. I'm sorry. I like I said, when Girls Planet 999 was going on, she was the face I saw everywhere. I think she has so much potential. And if she does not become widely successful, I will be so, confused, B, concerned. How do you have an idol like Hikaru and she doesn't, succeed? That doesn't make sense. I also think Yeseo could be a good option. She's just so professional at such a young age. I think that Yeseo would make a lot of sense. And my last pick would be Youngeun. These are not these are not the members that I thought I would go with, first considering the question. I think Yeseo and Youngeun sometimes fly under the radar, but that's kind of why I think they're going to be widely successful. That's kind of why I think they're going to be successful, because they're going to not be known as the people from Kep1er. They're going to be known as, oh, those girls who re-debuted from Kep1er. The other members, I think that their companies might see paths for them that make a lot of sense on paper, but they won't actually go over that well. Like, it might be a bad idea, you know, like, for example, Chaehyun being relegated to ballads. I think that's something that looks good on paper, and then when you actually do it, it's not going to be that successful. I don't know. I think these are my answers. My answers have not changed. If I'm being honest, these were my original answers, even though I was like not entirely sure. I went from being not sure who I would pick to being like, no, it's these three. And if these are not your three, I want to know who your three are so bad. I want to know what people think. I want to know. Oh my god. It's just it's an interesting question, and oh my god, I want to know. I want to know, no, what is, I want to know, no, who in Kep1er? Oh god. This has been a long, I've been speaking for way too long. I thought this would be a short video. Probably not. I don't want to think about disbandment, but we have to. And do you guys see I think it was a Japanese title track that they performed at their recent concert? It's so good. I need it on Spotify. Oh my god. I'm in a Kep1er mood. And, oh god. I don't want to think about disbandment. I really don't. Oh no. But yeah, those are my answers. I don't really have anything else to say. Those are my answers. I want to know your answers. I don't want to think about disbandment, but we have to. Subscribe if you want. I don't usually make videos like this, but subscribe if you enjoyed it. Maybe I'll make... I don't even usually make unscripted videos. I think I need to make more, just because scripting is hard. Yeah. Have a good day. Listen to Kep1er. Listen to some Kep1er B-sides. Tell me what your favorite Kep1er B-side is. Mine is Together Forever. Yeah. Thank you. Goodbye. I don't know. Catch your eye, catch your mind. Bye. Everyone.